So, hi everybody again. My name is Christoph. I'm a 14-year facilitator of the Sedona Method with myself and others. And yes, it's my premiere to present you um, this support call here now. So I think we just get settled with a nice long group release. So could you just simply allow yourself to sit back and be as best as you can? And if there is coming something to mind from your day, could you just simply allow that to be here? And notice too any wanting to do anything with, about, or against this, any wanting security, separation, oneness, or any wanting to control. And could you also welcome how personal that appears to be? Any sense of identity with that? And as best as you can, could you just let that whole thing go? Let it dissolve or unravel as best you can.
Christoph, I don't even know him.
And then could you just simply welcome or allow for that what actually is here now? That which needs no thought in order to be, or no feeling in order to be. Yet allowing for all that. And then check to see if there's still anything that comes to mind from your day or any feeling in your awareness that needs to be seen here now. Could you just simply allow that to be here? Allow it to be seen, heard, and felt as best you can? And then notice too any wanting to do anything with, about, or against this. Any wanting to fix it, change it, as well as any underlying wanting. Any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness. Then could you welcome any sense this is personal about you or who you are, them and who they are, or it and how it is or appears to be. And then could you welcome to or open to that which already is here and now. Which doesn't need to be said to be here now. And could you just simply expand into that or as that? There may be a spaciousness or a sense of silence. A lightness or blissful feeling. And one last time, could you just simply welcome whatever needs to be seen right now, any issues from the day, any feelings, thoughts, memories. And you don't have to create any if there's nothing that's good too. And then welcome to any wanting to do anything with, about, or against us, as well as any underlying wanting for control, approval, security, separation, oneness. And notice too any sense of identity with that. Any sense this is personal about you or them or it. And then could you let that go as best you can? Could you allow it to be done for now? And then could you just simply welcome that which already is? Which doesn't need any thought or feeling or memory, yet allowing for all of that. And could you just simply expand into that or relax into that? As that. Okay. So I open the floor to questions related to the Sedona method, sharing and assistance. So if there is anything you want to share or get assistance with, or if you have any gains or questions, please let me know now. Raise your hand. Ingrid does so. Let's see how to unmute.
Hello.
Yes, I
Yes.
think it should
So,
work.
yeah, I would love some assistance.
Mhm.
Every now and then I'm releasing with someone, and sometimes when they use different questions, or let's take this, when they use different questions, then I want to control the process, and it sometimes even makes me angry. Yeah, and I would love to. I know this was wanting control, and I let
Yes.
go of it a few times as well already, but it is a little fresh now.
Yes, maybe there's just more, as Hale would like to put it.
Pardon?
Maybe there's just more of the same thing showing up, as Hale would put it, you know?
Maybe.
Since you already mentioned that you already released around the issue.
Yeah. And it was not that strong as I know it from former times. That I was proud of. So that is a gain. That is a gain. But anyway, it's still shows up. So I would love to let. Sorry.
Okay.
To let it go.
Yes. How does it feel now? What kind of emotion is there now? Can you name it?
Yes, a mixture. There's a little helplessness, a little anger, and what is it? Some wanting harmony. Because this time it was a little extreme. I had the feeling she felt it was a personal against her. It was not.
Okay.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Could you welcome those particular feelings or
Yes.
that flavor of feeling? I mean, it's a mixture anyway, or
Yes.
yes. And are you wanting to change now?
Yes, of course.
And just a tiny little bit, could you let go of wanting to change it?
The answer is no.
Okay. But you hold on for now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Yes.
And even more?
It starts to dissolve.
Okay. And does it still feel personal?
A little, yes.
Mm-hmm. And could you let that go? Or would you like to hold on to that?
I don't know if I can let it go. No, I don't want to hold on to it, but I simply don't know.
So could that be released for now?
I don't know. Ooh, has gone.
How does it feel now?
Much better. Much better.
Okay.
A tiny little bit is left.
Okay. Are you saving it?
Yes, for other times.
Would you allow yourself to save it for a moment?
Yes. Right.
I don't know if we have a kind of bank account for something like that. We can bring it to the bank.
Nice. A good idea.
Maybe there will be numbers showing us the value of that. I don't know.
No, it's gone.
That's good. Could you allow that to be the case?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel now, Ingrid?
When I remember the situation, nothing is stirred up. So it's okay, I guess.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you very much, Christoph.
Good. Thank you too. So who else? Anybody has a request for assistance or sharing any gains or Suzanne? Let me see if I can unmute you.
Okay, I think I've
Oh,
done
you
it.
did it by yourself. Okay, good. Hi,
I
Suzanne.
did. Hi. Hello. Um, so the release, I would like some assistance with releasing control of health and how I feel related to taking herbs that have been prescribed and feeling like if I don't take them, I won't feel well, giving them a lot of power and just a lot of confusion around that. So, I mean, the stories, I guess it's just releasing and accepting how I feel physically,
Yes,
whether I take, you know, these herbs or not.
yes,
I've done both. So the story is that I've taken them for a long time and then I stop, and I just kind of do. And then I'll have some symptoms and then I'll think because I didn't take them or I should have done that, that kind of thing with health.
Mhm.
That loop
So,
of thinking. It could be with food. It could, you know how that is.
yes. So what problem is there to just simply use it as a medication? If you feel like I should take it, if you just take it.
Well, because there's so many, like it's just a lot. It could be like 15, 20, 25 different
Mhm.
pills. I don't like taking pills and it's supplements. So
Yes,
there are 10 different supplements. It's not just a pill. Do you know what I'm saying? That would be easy.
yes.
So I don't like taking them, but I've decided they're helpful. So there's a lot of resistance to taking them and not clear about whether they're really helpful and whether I want to do it.
Okay. So what's the worst thing that could happen if you don't take them?
Well, I've already not taken them. So I don't know if anything's related to not taking them, like it's just all an unknown. Like I could still feel some physical symptoms.
Mhm.
Just like if you think you eat a certain kind of food to feel well, and then on days you don't, or you drink too much coffee, it's the same thing, you
Okay.
know?
And is there
So
any
yeah.
wanting to control or change the symptoms?
Oh yeah. That's right now. Definitely. I want to control them and change them. Yeah.
Mhm. And is there any underlying wanting, like approval, security, separation, oneness, or is it just wanting control?
It's just wanting control.
Mhm. And as best
Yeah,
you can, just for
mm.
now, since we have a method here, could you let go of wanting to control it? I mean, just of wanting to control that. A little
Yeah,
bit.
well, yeah, I could try. I know that I hold on. If I hold on and don't breathe, I feel
So could you hold on for
feels
a
like I
second?
could control. Right? Like, oh, I
Could
got
you
this
hold on
one,
for
right?
a second?
Yes. It's
Mhm.
just like this. I just want to say that I feel that yes, I am holding on right now. I'm talking. I just want to say that, I feel like, and I've tried this before, with the Sedona method, if you just sort of allow the symptoms to be here and let them go, they'll go away.
Yes. That's probably not
But that
working
doesn't,
always.
it's not working right now.
Sometimes.
Yeah, right.
There's no receipt for any particular release to work.
That's true. like it's not working, I'm not doing it enough, I'm not really doing it, you know. You go down that.
You must find the intuitive solution here as well. You may find just one release that's good for the issue right now.
Oh yeah, you think? Oh, I could? Laughing.
Are you familiar with the cleanup procedure?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Did you ever put, instead of people, a
Oh
thing into
no,
the procedure?
that's a good idea.
Yes, you
Yeah.
may gonna put in medication or something like that into that.
Okay. That's a good suggestion.
Shall I run through it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Let's
like
say
it's
what,
like this is like a person, right? You like to see it as like a thing, just like a person is a
it's
thing that
because
you
we're asking for the
imagine.
wanting control and the wanting approval and the wanting security. And so we
Yeah.
can a little bit get it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
know, that's interesting because it's like they're wanting control. Like let's put together all the herbs, you know. Like there's
yes,
10 bottles and go like
yes, but it's too much
they're wanting
to
control.
I mean, if you have enough time, you can put every medication
Mm,
in one release, but maybe you just put in all.
yeah.
Yes. Is that
I
what
mean,
right?
I don't have to take them. I decided that's a good idea. That, you know, it's not like it's instead of medication,
Probably that's the
alternative.
same with all the things we have in our lives, right? At some point, we
Yeah,
decided it's a good idea to do it or to have it or to
exactly.
be
Like with
like that.
exercise.
Or,
Yeah, yeah. It's
yes,
the same
yes.
thing. That's why I said it's
I
either
have a list
food or
now in
this.
my head
Me too. It's so long. This
about
would be
those
a good
things.
idea. I know. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So maybe put that in a cleanup procedure right now.
Okay.
I mute you and we do a couple of rounds and see how it works.
Okay.
And then I check back in with you.
Okay.
Okay, let's try.
Thanks.
So everybody who knows about the cleanup procedure, most of the time we put in people into that, like our parents or our loved ones, beloved ones, or I found out for myself to put in issues or um, things, topics like medication, or you could even put in bigger topics like sex or like money or like health or food. It may work a little bit for that as well. And so let's try it. So let's check in on the wanting to control with the cleanup procedure. I use now the word medication. You can take in for whatever you want, what issue you ever want to use for this. If it's a person or it's a place or a thing, just use it. Or you leave it completely open and just release what's appearing and let it go. So in this moment, did medication appear to try and control you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go, wanting to control it back? And did you appear to try and control of anything in medication? Or did it feel that way? And could you let go, wanting to control that just for now? And then could you just simply grant the concept of medication to be the right as it is? And remember, this is just a decision for no one or nothing. And let's check on the wanting approval. Did you appear to dislike or disapprove of anything in medication? Then you have to take it. Or you don't want to take it. Or others dislike it. Now you have to dislike it as well. And as best you can, could you let go wanting to dislike or disapprove of medication or medicine? And did medication appear to dislike or disapprove of anything new? Maybe you have taken it and the symptoms weren't gone fully. And then could you let go wanting approval or love from medication? And could there just simply be only a feeling of love with that concept of medication? And remember, this is just a decision for no one or nothing. And did medication appear to challenge, oppose, or threaten of anything in you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to challenge, oppose, or threaten it back? Could you let go wanting security or insecurity from that? And did you appear to challenge, oppose, or threaten of anything in or with medication, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting security or insecurity from that or for that? And could there only be a feeling of well-being, safety, and trust with that concept of medication? And did medication somehow appear to reject, cut off, or in any way try to be separate or one with you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to reject or cut off from it back, or wanting to be one with medication? And did you appear to reject, cut off, or in any way try to be separate or one with or through medication? If so, Could you let go wanting to reject it? Could you even let go wanting to be one with it or wanting oneness with medication? And then could there only be a feeling of there is no I or that with the concept of medication? And again, remember, this is just a decision for nothing or no one. So this was just one round. Suzanne, how do you feel right now? Did it do something?
Yes, it shifted a bit. That's a really good thing to do.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
How do you feel now about it? Is there any emotion?
Um, I think I'm breathing a little bit easier right now.
Good.
Mm, thank you. That was really nice. I can't even, it feels like too much effort to figure out what the emotion is.
Then it seems really to work. If later something comes up again, which I don't want to provoke with my words right now, but maybe you can put in also diagnoses into a cleanup
Okay.
or
Yeah.
whatever you have or whatever reason you had to take the medication or supplement.
Hmm.
Yes.
Right. That's a good idea.
By the way, this was a group release. I take supplements as
Yeah.
well. And I totally understand. And by the way, I also had a lot of beauty surgeries, and then I had to release on taking painkillers and something like
Yeah.
that. Do you also know the anger solution? It's a program
The,
from Hale.
the, the anger, he calls it the anger solution.
Right.
No,
No.
I don't,
It's
wait,
it's I think it's one CD. I'm not sure if they still sell it.
yeah, no, no,
I
I've
use
never
it
listened to
often.
it. Oh,
It
that's
also
really
helps for
interesting.
that. Or if you do you know the I release from Annie and Tim?
You mean the release they do or
No, they have
their app?
an
Their
app.
app. Yeah, I know
Yes,
about
I
the app.
release it.
I
Yes, it
yeah,
consists
I haven't
also
used
of
it, but that's a good idea.
self-acceptance might be good for that. If
Okay.
I did this before I went to the gym, then I would do a self-acceptance release.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, you reminded me. I didn't work out this week either. Maybe that's why. I usually go a
Yeah,
couple times a week. I'll add one now. I can do that. You just reminded me.
good, good, good. In a good way.
Okay. Thank you.
So maybe there's other releases which help as well. So I think
Thank you.
everything that works may help.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
No, that was really good. Thanks.
Good. Okay. Let's see if I can mute you.
Oh, I think I can mute myself. Let me see here.
Good.
I'm not, oh yeah, I'm not used
I'm
to
still
using a
learning here.
phone. I'm never using my phone. That's why I don't, oh, here it is.
Okay. Good. Anyone else? Any questions related to the Sedona method or releasing in general? Or any sharing gains? Or any request for assistance? I do know the hail thing, going once, going twice. Okay, let's check what we else can do. I think we can do a general release on resistance. So if you don't have any resistance, don't create any. If there's something showing up as I ask any questions, could you just allow yourself to release? So in this moment, check to see if there's anything from your life that you're resisting, like taking medication, like having to do the household, having to go to work, having to exercise, having to be nice to people. Whatever particular kind of resistance that is, could you allow that to be here just for now? And then could you also welcome any wanting to do anything with or about or against this? Any wanting to get rid, the resistance, all that which is resisted. As well as any underlying wanting for control, approval, security, separation, or oneness. And then notice too any sense that this particular resistance is personal about you or who you are. And then could you just simply allow that to dissolve, to release? And then could you just simply welcome acceptance, the flow? Even in the resistance. Let's take it to the extreme. Discover even the flow in the resistance. And let's do a little more holistic approach. Could you just simply allow yourself to resist as much as you do? And then could you just simply allow yourself to accept as best as you can? And could you allow yourself to resist as much as you do? And even more? And then could you just simply allow yourself to accept as best as you can? And could you just simply allow yourself to resist as much as you do? And could you just simply accept as best as you can? And if there's still any wanting, could you allow yourself to want as much as you do? And then could you let go wanting as best as you can? And could you just simply allow yourself to want as much as you do? And even more? And could you allow yourself to let go wanting as best as you can? And could you allow yourself to want as much as you do? And could you allow yourself to be beyond wanting as best as you can? And could you allow yourself to want as much as you do? And then could you allow yourself to be beyond wanting as best as you can? And could you allow yourself to want as much as you do? And could you allow yourself to be beyond wanting as best as you can? Could you also be beyond wanting at the same place or location where the wanting used to be a second ago or a moment ago? Means if there's wanting, then there must be also space at the same location, the same spot. And could you just simply allow yourself to relax into that space or spaciousness? Okay. So I open again the floor to questions, sharing, and assistance. If there's anything you want to know related to the Sedona method or releasing in general, if you have any games to share or any request for assistance, raise your hand now. Quiet. So that's good. And then I share a gain. My gain is I never needed to speak up during any of the seminars or retreats. I have always gotten everything I needed when I needed it. And I take this as an opportunity to thank everybody for helping in such a perfect way. So that was one of the biggest gains, not to mention all the other gains, but but now I have to speak up. Since there's a coach certification ongoing, I need to do that. I need to save that skill and of talking and do something about it. So another gain I
have a question.
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yes,
Go.
yes, ask.
I didn't understand could you repeat what you said your game was?
Oh, okay. Whenever I was in the retreats or seminars from Hale or
Yeah.
from Annie and Tim or David Elsie or others, I was also in Switzerland with Norbert, who'd already passed. then I never needed to raise my hand in order to ask for any help.
Oh,
I
oh,
always
okay.
got it without asking for it.
Oh, you
There's
mean
one
you always
little
just got it?
exception. There's
Oh,
one little exception. The only thing which I would have to raise my hand for is to go on stage and be comfortable with that feeling to be there.
yeah. That's so you did do that?
Once Annie helped me with that in the first retreat. Annie noticed me, and she grabbed my hand during a break, and she would run with me on stage and introduce me to Hale.
Oh, wow.
It was
That's
so funny.
interesting. Yeah.
And then I think it was the second retreat. Then I decided, okay, let's go on stage. But what to do? My mind was thinking and making up issues, and I had only one decision. It will not be premeditated what I will talk with him.
Oh,
Nothing of
oh,
that what was in my mind will be for him.
oh, that's
And then
interesting.
I went on stage,
Yeah.
and we were smiling at each other, and then I was looking seriously to the audience, and I was looking back to Hale, smiling and laughing with him again. And then I experienced a big release.
Oh,
And I don't know if you know the beginning of Star Trek, where the spaceship is running through
yeah.
the
Yeah.
stars,
Yeah.
universe. And it was such a boom effect in
Oh my
me.
goodness. Wow.
Just released, and I started laughing even more with him, and then looking again seriously to the people.
Oh my goodness. So when was that? When was that?
I think
How long?
it was 2012 or something like that, or 20, no,
Oh,
2012.
okay. What?
In 11, he had a break. He would not, he had not done any retreats in 2011, but in 12 again, when he was back, when he changed to learning strategies,
Oh, right. Yeah.
was the change back then.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
interesting. So you're saying that you didn't want to ask for help in so many situations, or you didn't need
Yes,
it,
a little bit.
or
I
you were
also lived
uncomfortable?
too. I lived a little bit in Voe for 6 years, not to talk too much to people.
Yeah.
Yes, I came in that way as a little kid.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid and I wanted to drink something, I was not saying, give me to drink or give me water or milk or whatever. I was just showing the cup.
Oh my goodness.
And there, I remember I had a conscious decision about that would be particularly spiritual.
Wait, you did?
In that age.
Not at that age, not to use words?
And then at some point, my father rejected me. He just said, "You don't get anything to drink until you tell me what you want."
Oh, and that helped?
A little bit, but I didn't lose the wanting to not to talk to people, or at least to try it for a while to not to talk to people.
Oh,
And then
that's
it
so
came back with
fascinating.
finding the Sedona method and being more open to spirituality when I was 29 or 30. After a breakup of a relationship, I decided, okay, maybe now it's time to uh, try that. It was not never talking, never speaking. It was just uh, widely reduced, so to say. Or, um, I mean, sometimes my humor came up, it just came out. But I would not share that much of stories or something like that. Or I was working as a freelance nurse in a seniors home, and um, I was actually capable of doing 8 hours my job and giving to people what they need without saying a word.
Oh,
I
that
would
is so
just,
fascinating.
when I
Oh my
entered the
goodness.
room,
Yeah, because
smiling is possible, it's not talking.
oh,
So, and
that is
that's
so
what
interesting.
happened. And some people really liked it. They said to me, "Oh, you are different," and they said to me, "Don't change it, don't change it." And others became really angry with me
Angry.
because I don't value them with my words.
I have a
They said
granddaughter
something
like
to me,
that.
and I would just stay there.
Hmm. Well, I would love to find out more about. I have a granddaughter like that,
Okay.
but that's for another time, that discussion. But I would love to learn more. I think that's really interesting. Wow. Yeah.
So what I did then was, Johann is in the call. Johann is one of my releasing buddies in Germany. We were releasing
Who was it? Who was it? Who was that you're
Jo
releasing part?
Johann is in the
Oh,
call. He's waiting.
Johann. Yeah, yeah, I see him.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we were releasing back then every day, and he helped me to release to calmness, and I would just go in bliss to the seniors home and have late shifts there, and not having to talk to people that much.
Oh, that's so. Oh, oh, wow. Yeah.
Sometimes I did, of course, or if the authority wanted to talk with me or something like that, I did, but not that much. And even my family noticed. My sister recently said to me, "Oh, it was not easy for me to accept, but I did accept that you weren't sharing that much with us." So, and when I decided to come back to use language more, which was 2016. Some people really were surprised. Oh, he can laugh, he can talk. Look how different he looks. Oh.
Look at
So
Johann is smiling. Yeah, because you know all this, right? Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember
that's
one
fun.
granny in the senior's home saying to the other granny, "Is he that silent with you as well?" And she said, "No, we are always laughing." Because that was just one to whom I had a big sense of humor with, and we were always laughing. She said something, and I started laughing. It was still not much talking from my side, but it was easy
Well,
with her.
you're able to talk now and do this
Yes,
facilitation?
yes. I
Mm.
think that was part of the decision to come back to it. One was, if you are when you ever want to present the Sedona method to people, you need to keep the skill of being capable of talking to people.
You have to talk, right?
Because, I mean, I can create signs and labels and do presentation with PowerPoint, or I mean,
Well,
it's so
that's,
famous. If you, I wanted
well,
to
anyway.
change on the label.
So when you decide, okay, so that's something that I'd like to do, is do some facilitation. I haven't done it, but I've been doing the Sedona method for over 12 years or more.
Yes.
So I probably could. But I mean, I know I could. I just haven't started. But anyways, you're
And the other
you are
thing, I
all
needed to release also the mind, because the mind made the law sometimes.
yeah,
And
like no, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do
would
this, you mean?
resist
Yeah,
if you would say something, or it would even resist if you said nothing, if you get sense that it was intuitive or something like that. So
you would,
that were the points I had to release at the end. And now it's more balanced.
yeah.
I have times when I don't talk, and I have times when I say something, and I even have times when I just talk to myself.
Those
I
are the
noticed,
best times.
what's the difference? Since there is no difference between you and me, so why should I just talk to others? Then I also can talk to myself. Then that's not a problem as well. Or I don't,
Uh,
if I just decide I don't. And if I go to the gym alone, then I don't talk. And then there's
and you
very
don't
less
have
of
to talk to
difference.
anybody, right?
Right, right.
Oh, this is
And
really
if I'm with
delightful.
people there, with friends, then I start talking and laughing, and sometimes people are getting surprised as well.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing that. It's really,
Yes.
really fun to know how people got here and how they are. Ingrid too. I know Ingrid. I've
Actually,
talked to
those
her.
who were angry with me, I released so much and so long until I could be with them. I went back to them and I either decided to talk a little bit with them to to
Yeah.
appreciate them a little bit more, or
Mhm.
they were, after my releasing, more capable of allowing me to be as I am. So both happened. And Johan can tell later, I started more talking on the phone. It was often we had silence on the phone for a while, and then I started often spiritually talking, sharing my insights. That changed after a while.
Well, thank you, everybody. That was really
Yes.
fun to be part of this group today and to meet you.
Yes. Same.
So
Likewise.
my husband and Jasmine, I can't see you, but you're included.
Okay.
Have a nice evening. Thank you very much. Thank you for the release as well.
I have a bit difficulty to hear you, Ingrid.
My microphone is out of order.
Ah, okay.
Okay, bye, everybody. My dog is calling me.
Nice. My
Must be
mic,
dog.
my microphone is out of order, and so I have to
Oh.
take this one.
Yes.
Oh, it's better now.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
don't like it. Oh, okay.
Okay,
And thank you very
goodbye.
much
I have
for
to
the
go.
release.
Thank
It
you.
was nice. It was nice
Okay.
to
You're
hear
welcome,
a
everybody.
little
Thank you as
story.
well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See
Thank
you.
you.